What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman for Awesemo.com, and I am back with my NBA DFS contenders on FanDuel for Wednesday, March 3rd. I just bit my tongue. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when this and all of our other content goes live. Follow me on Twitter, at Josh Engleman, so you can get updates to the sim results as we get closer to lock. I'll be on live before lock tonight, so expect those updates somewhere around 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Finally, let me know in the comments section who are your favorite and least favorite of my contenders. Who's the top guy you see? Who's the guy where you see me having him in the contenders and you're like, oh my God, that's a terrible pick? Let me know in the comments section. So we're rounding out the bottom of my top 10. Damian Lillard, Zion Williamson, Domantas Sabonis, Luka Doncic, Harrison Barnes. That's a pretty loaded bottom half. A lot of value on this slate in weird spots today. Who will be my favorites? My top 5 plays for today? It's time to find out. First up, we've got Dennis Schroder. Point guard eligibility, 5,500, projected for 34. The goal's 41. He's in the optimal lineup 21% of the time. No LeBron tonight. No Anthony Davis tonight. So this is a very different Lakers team. I'm giving Schroder 34 minutes. He's a fantasy point per minute guy with them off the floor. 25% usage, almost 19 points, close to 7 assists, 4 boards. Slight pace up spot against Sacramento, but a Sacramento defense that isn't very good. This spot fits Schroder very well. He's not a $5,500 guy if LeBron and AD aren't healthy. He's in the mid-6s. This guy is certainly someone that you should be rostering pretty aggressively today. He'll be popular, as will a lot of the Lakers team because LeBron is out, but that doesn't make him a bad play. You just have to be approaching it a little bit differently in GPPs. But in cash games, it's going to be hard to get away from a $5,500 Schroder. Next up, number 4, we've got Norm Powell. Small forward eligibility, 6,800. I can't read today. 35 fantasy point projection. Goal is 46. Optimal lineup 24% of the time. Much like Schroder, Powell in for a big boost. No Fred VanVleet, no Pascal Siakam, no OG Anunoby. Probably missing guys from the Raptors bench, but Powell's going to play 36 minutes at close to a fantasy point per minute. Huge usage. I gave him 27% for right now. That's 24 points, 4 boards, 2.5 assists. Slate pace down spot against Detroit, but you're not worried about them as a team in general. And there's so many guys missing from Toronto that Norm Powell's going to have carte blanche to take every single shot that he wants. So whether it's Powell, whether it's Schroder, a lot of value coming in for missing guys on their team. And we're going to see that for the next 3 people as well. But you got to be getting to Norm Powell today. 6,800 at a small forward position. That's a great spot. Next up at number 3, we're going to Brandon Ingram. Small forward eligibility, 7,800, projected for 41. The goal is 49. He's in the optimal lineup 25% of the time. Playing huge minutes, it's 36 basically every night, 1.15 fantasy points per minute, 29% usage. This dude just scores. 26 points, 5 boards, 4 assists, pace up spot, almost 2 possessions against Chicago. This game could be a track meet. I love the idea of getting scorers like Brandon Ingram in pace up, solid defensive type matchups. You're not worried about Chicago's defense. So all signs point to Brandon Ingram being able to have a pretty nice offensive game. You see Zion in the top 10 as well. Really like some of the pieces from New Orleans. Even on a 10-game slate, I still want to get to Brandon Ingram. Now at number 2, we're going to Darren Fox. Point guard eligibility, 8K, projected for 46. The goal is just 50. He's in the optimal lineup 27% of the time. He's playing monster minutes. They're thinning this rotation out even more. 37 minutes, 1.26 fantasy points per minute, 25 points, 8.5 assists, and 5 boards on 30% usage. Darren Fox is doing it all. And he's taking on a Lakers team that is without the 2 best players and without 2 of the 5 best players on the planet. This is a spot where Fox can smash. We're going to see a lot more minutes of like Montrezl Harrell at the 5 or Markieff Morris at the 5 or Damian Jones at the 5. Darren Fox is going to be able to get to the rim as much as he wants. This spot is perfect for Fox. I'm going to be loading up on him. 8K isn't nearly enough of a price tag. Point guard is loaded today. But I see no reason to get away from Fox, looking fantastic. But number 2, who's number 1? Before we get to that number 1, one last reminder, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know when this and all of our other content goes live. Follow me right here, at Josh Engleman on Twitter. You don't want to miss out on any updates. I'm on everything today. I'm on everything tomorrow before we head into the All-Star break, so stay tuned for all of my updates. And don't forget to let me know who you like and dislike out of my contenders in the comments section for this video. Now, the number one contender for me on tonight's slate, $6,600 power forward Chris Boucher, projected for 37.5. The goal is 45, and he is in the optimal lineup 27% of the time. I expect him to get a lot more run and a lot more touches with all of these guys out for Toronto. So we're talking 30 minutes, 1.25 fantasy points per minute, above average usage, 17 points, 8 boards, 2.5 blocks, 3 stocks total. It is that matchup against the Pistons, but I'm not really seeing Boucher finding anything on the opposite side that's going to slow him down. If Jeremy Grant is out for Detroit, even better. Boucher will take another step forward. You just have to get here. I assume he starts at center, plays a ton of minutes. I think he could actually play more than 30 so long as he stays out of foul trouble. 6,600 for a power forward, which is the true key here. If he were a center, it wouldn't be the same thing. But at power forward, Chris Boucher is the number one contender. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. Those are my NBA DFS contenders on FanDuel for Wednesday, March 3rd. I mentioned before, I'm on everything today. I'm on everything tomorrow. Check out the Process Show every morning, 6:30 a.m. And stay tuned for another edition of the Contenders tomorrow. Good luck tonight, everybody. We're back again Thursday, tomorrow morning, for the final time before the NBA All-Star break. Good luck, everybody.